Hey everybody, it's your suburban garden permaculture style guy, and apparently I started this video right whenever I started driving through here. Let me wipe the lens real quick, just to make sure. It's a little hazy out here, guys. We finally got a rain. Oh my God. It took 2 hurricanes, because the whole first hurricane came and went. We didn't get a single drop. And I don't know where this storm came from. Are we still under the hurricanes? I don't know. But it didn't happen until the middle of the night last night, and we must have got 2 or 3 inches out of the blue. Like inches. It didn't fix everything. It certainly didn't fix everything, but I ain't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, so I'm pretty happy about that. The yard is looking raggedy. I owe you guys a video, and I have a big announcement I'm gonna tell you about. Get a good look at the yard. Get a good look at what we've done with the suburban garden permaculture style, because we're gonna sell this house. That's right, we're gonna move. Just decided this in the last few days. Yeah, it's time. It is time. So, yay me. She's kneeling down like I'm dominating her, like I'm a rooster. Like, you see, she's letting me dominate her. I'm not your rooster, chick. Why are you letting me do this to you? I'm not a rooster. I'm not a rooster, chickie. Aw, you're so sweet. I'm not a rooster. Go. I'm not mating you, girl. Silly chicken. So, yeah, we're gonna sell the house, y'all. I don't know where to start. As you can see, I got a little bit of work to do. So, everything's got to go. We're going to buy some acreage out in East Texas, and I'm going to start a farm. I'm going to start homesteading, just like all the other people you see doing. I want to grow stuff. I think I'm good at it, and I think I can pull this off. And I'm going to, because there's no way around it. It's what we're going to do. It's a done deal. It's going to take till next year. We're going to go ahead and farm out the rest of this year. I don't know who bent my thing. What are you ladies doing over here? Getting in stuff you ain't supposed to, I'm sure. I don't know what happened there. Somebody didn't tell me they did something. I did get all these citrus repotted, those 3. I didn't show y'all that. I wanted to, but, you know, it almost killed me a couple times. And I did do some really awesome stuff for that. These chickens have been getting here lately, so I had to throw some chicken wire in there to keep them from doing it. But I've really put a lot of effort. Here they are in the 25-gallon pots. Oh, let me sit down in my little chair I was using. So that's a 25-gallon pot, that's a 25-gallon pot, and this is now a new 25-gallon pot. Those are our old avocado in an old 25-gallon pot, and another 25-gallon pot Meyer lemon. And the only other one is that key lime over there that's still in one of these. But there's a big difference. I thought that tree wasn't doing so hot, the one with the yellow leaves, the mandarin. I thought it wasn't doing so hot because, you know, it was baking in the sun, which definitely is not good for it, and I definitely did some good things. But when I got this thing unpotted, it was the root ball. Oh, let me bring this over to show you. So they were in one of these, right? The amount of dirt that was actually in these was about right here. I mean, it was a lot lower than it was. I had to dig it all out. I had built all this stuff up, and it was kind of making the trunks funky. You don't want to bury roots deeper. I know better than this, but I also didn't realize how much they had sank. So we had it filled up to the top like this, right? But the dirt was way down here. So when you get to that bottom wedge, it was really packed and dark in that one, and it was too packed, and you could tell it had suffocated it a little bit. So the roots may have started being damaged, so it broke off as much as that as I can, and I put them in my new mix. There's very little of the original dirt in there, really. There's just like a chunk, and this is huge amount of new soil that we created. 2 bags of this cactus, palm, and citrus soil. 2 bags, and they're not very big bags. That's why it took. It's 1 cubic foot. It says 1 CF. 2 of those, which already has perlite and all this other stuff in it. Half of a bag of black cow, which I don't have a bag here to show you. There's a black cow bag. Half of a bag of black cow. I did them 1 bucket at a time, 1 mix at a time. 2 of these, half a black cow. I have that citrus tone. I had a big 18-pound bag. I put a pound or 2 of that in the mix. I had my swimming pool over here, and I would mix the soil by hand. The compost and stuff I took out of the top, I kept the leaves to the side, but I need the composting stuff. I cooked that all back out and kept it and mixed it into that soil so it would have more organic material. Because I added black cow and some other material that didn't have a lot of perlite in it, I added, because I have this huge bag of perlite, I added more perlite. So you can see my mix looks like it's got a lot of perlite in it, but it didn't until I added even more. The bottoms of them, I don't know if you can see. Are you going to come see me? Go on. I'm not your rooster. Are you the same one? Wow. This chick likes me all of a sudden. I plugged up the bottom holes of these to make a reservoir, and you see this perlite coming out? I filled them with perlite up to this level. What, baby? I don't know what you want from me. You gonna drink my water? Okay. I filled them up with perlite, and on some you can see it right by her foot maybe. There's some tape on one just because it cut a little too low, and I wanted the reservoir a little taller. I know they say not to do that kind of stuff, but I didn't put dirt in it. I didn't put anything that could pack like that had happened to the bottom of this one, packing in that wedge shape. It's pure perlite, and the soil can't displace it because perlite doesn't break down. It's going to stay there. That perlite is just going to hold water, and it's going to evaporate out of it quickly. It's not going to hold any water if the plant tries to draw it out, or if the soil tries to wick it up. It's going to come back out of there relatively rapidly. I don't feel like it's going to muck. I don't feel like it's going to become an anaerobic, excuse my language, it's going to become an anaerobic hellhole at the bottom of the pot. I don't believe that, so I went with that. You don't have to believe that. I'm just telling you what I did. So there is a significant amount of perlite in the bottoms of these to fill it up that little gap, and that's probably a 1 or 2 gallon reservoir. I don't really know. I'm just guesstimating. You guys, I just threw this stuff together as quick as I could, but still trying to put a lot of effort in it. What in the world is your deal? I know I've been really nice lately and giving you a lot of treats, but I don't know why you're being all friendly. I'm just announcing to everyone that I'm getting rid of you. No ma'am. No ma'am. Let's go and get up out of there. Come on, get out of there. Out of there, little stinking butt. Oh. Bitching at me? Oh. So everything's looking a lot better, basically. I want you to notice, you can see some roots right here at the surface. I have them at the root surface now. They were way up, sunk up in there really deep. So it's a lot better than it was. So we shall see. Those do look a lot better. Again, this wasn't supposed to focus on those. Start getting some rain, your cherry trees that are getting attacked by bacterial issues, you can start getting some of this stuff. This stuff doesn't kill anything, it's just sap. But I like to keep it clean. And after it rains, I'll clean it off and spray it with some copper. No biggie. So we're gonna sell the farm, you guys. I'm gonna clear up most of this. I'm leaving all the trees. I'm gonna take out most of the garden stuff. I'm hoping I can sell it to someone who appreciates the trees and understands what I have here and how much effort and time we put into it. All of this weed stuff will be gone. It'll be a nice flat yard again. You know, that's the work I'm gonna have to do. But I'm not taking out the trees. If you're gonna buy the house with the trees one way or the other, because I ain't taking all this out. But like this never got filled up. Hey ladies, I'll go ahead and take that back apart just because hell I want the wood. And this garden might get left. I'll probably take that one up because we didn't add any dirt to the big garden. It's just the clay with some sand tilled into it. So if we take up the plastic and the wood, it'll just grass back over. It's not higher than the surrounding soil. So it should be fine. What is your deal? It rained and y'all are just all kinds of excited today. Yeah, I've been pulling these off and eating them. We've been getting a lot out of this yard this year. This is like the first year of some good production. We harvested all the Asian pears. They're freaking delicious. Couldn't believe how good they were. We're still trying to grow stuff. We still got seedlings in the ground. I think you can see this is 2 rows of okra because I think we could pickle okra here towards the end of the year. That'd be great. Tried some more green beans. The spider mites ate those first ones up. And now I'm actually spraying stuff on them. I'll tell you about that later. But I'm trying, you know, I got to try to get something out of this. My last garden's here. I'm going to buy a tractor, you guys. I'm going to own a freaking tractor. I think that's crazy. And I'm also going to buy a sawmill. First thing. Before the tractor, I'm going to get a sawmill, most likely. I'm going to saw my own lumber. Lumber is getting really expensive. I'm going to build a lot of weird stuff, and I'm sure that will mess it up. That's where the squirrel took off with one of my Asian pears in the bag. Probably took off with it in the tree, or one of my apples, and then shredded it out of the bag. Will it stop them? I think that's what that is, because I didn't put that there. Well, yeah, I see some bags over, and the dog keeps chasing the squirrel out from over here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's been doing stuff I didn't know was going on. So anyway, everything's pretty much harvested out. I got to clean it up, get everything looking pretty. I'm going to take down all these fences, let all this grass back over. You know, if the new owners want to do something like that, they can. Look at here. See, he's been trying to eat it through the bag. That's squirrel damage. See, if I lived in the country, that squirrel would die. I'm sorry if you like squirrels, but nah, he ain't gonna be doing all that. He's gonna get fed to my other animals. And Hank, he's trying. He's giving them hell. I don't know what all these chickens are following me around for. I haven't been giving them treats or nothing. Yeah, that squirrel's making me mad, man. So I left the apples on, hoping that maybe they would red up. I don't even know if those turn red, to be honest with you. They're already sweet. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. Gotta clean all this up, and it will be done. Hi, Hank. Gotta sell my IBC totes. I'm gonna get rid of everything first. We'll get everything replaced later. So the Homestead is gonna get sold. Again, it won't look like this. I'm gonna keep you guys updated because, heck, I hope maybe somebody will see this and share it, and somebody that cares about what we've done here will be able to take advantage of this. We're most likely going to just be asking market price for our house because, to be honest, it appreciated significantly. And in 6 years, that's awesome. So we're going to just take our equity and go buy a farm. And I'm taking some of these trees with me. And by how I mean that is, I got some of those air layering fruit ball things where you can air layer plants. and grow roots on them. So we're going to try to get some of the root stocks and some of my varieties and make new plants out of them here in the next 6 months or so. And yeah, we're going to try to take some of the varieties with us. Or we're going to. I'll leave that out there for the ladies. Come on, chicken. Here they are here. Oh, there's a bird the dog got. Yikes. That's how I know Hank's a good boy. No other bird can live here, but those chickens can do just fine. We threw them some lettuce earlier. I'd show you that the new chickens are starting to lay. So these are my 4 ones right here. The 1 black one and the 3 orange ones. They are laying little pullet eggs now since it's not 100 degrees, 106. Actually, it was 106 yesterday, or 108. Yeah, today's like 95. So, yeah, interesting, huh? It was a weird snap decision. I wouldn't say it's a snap decision. Apparently, the wife's been thinking that way for a while, but for me, it occurred to me that everything was coming together just so that we could do this and get out of here and get out of the cities and all this stuff that's going on. They can have it. I'll just take off to the country and I'll go do my own thing. I can't survive here. The main thing was, well, we couldn't survive here. I have too many people in my family for this to be enough to survive on. I don't have enough money to buy like a tractor with a tiller that I can tractor this out and till this all up. And I'm not going to do it by hand. So I've determined that I need more land to be able to keep my family alive personally if something bad happens. So that's part of why I'm doing it, literally. I'm going to move to the country and eat a lot of peaches. Everything else still growing though. We're going to take as much of this stuff with us as we can. The raspberries are going to go with us. They're starting to do fall raspberries. All right, a bunch of them on that head. Can't barely see them probably. But yeah, pulled some more cantaloupes here yesterday, day before. There was a bunch in here and we took them out. Stuff's still growing, still working. The pokeberries are dying back. I need to cut it all down for chop and drop. Yep. The old homestead. Look at all this stuff I got to deal with and take down. But it'll look so immaculate. Once it's in the fall and the winter anyway, once all the sunflowers are gone, everything looks a lot better anyway. It looks very formal. It looks more traditional. The wood pile will have to go. I was keeping this, obviously, for aged wood. We like to do neat projects with that kind of rotty wood. And it's our old fence, so it's part of this house, which that'll be a selling point. The bar back, hey, it's part of this house. It's pretty cool. So we're going to finish the bar so the persons that buy the house will have an interesting place to be outside. We'll take down this fence after we get rid of our chickens. Once I get rid of chickens, I'm going to have to take down all these fences because there's no point in them after that. I mean, Hank ain't going to mess it up too much. So, should be all right. All right. Well, if you have any questions about that or anything, I mean, I'm willing to answer stuff in comments. I have already. I don't get to them right away because I just don't see them all the time. But sometimes I do. Oh, 2 of my eggs are outside the thing. I see 2 eggs down here. What in the world? Them girls are laying anywhere. All right, so let me go figure this out. We'll talk to you guys soon. I guess I'm going to end up changing the name of our channel. We will no longer be the Suburban Garden Permaculture Style. We shall see what the future shall bring. We'll talk to you guys soon.